Well, Ryan, we made it, despite your directions.
Ah, viewers of BrainScratch, welcome. I hope you're prepared for an unforgettable luncheon kingdom. Oh my god, our gameplay's on fire! What if I were to reuse Mario 64 footage and place it as Mario Odyssey footage? Oh. Delightfully devilish, Ryan. Yeah, it's kind of mandatory to do that considering when this came out and the Steamed Hams meme.
Ryan!
I'd sing the song, but
Superintendent Chalmers.
Oh, so close.
Why are there coins coming out of your oven, Ryan?
Oh, those aren't coins. Those are, bills. Yes, bills. Steamed bills.
Oh my god. Yeah, I think my favorite part of this world is the Pepto-Bismol for the ocean.
It's literally very viscous like Pepto-Bismol. It's weird.
I thought it was yogurt.
It's really
Hot yogurt?
Hot yogurt, yeah, I was gonna say. I was thinking it's probably more like, hot strawberry syrup or something, I don't know.
This is definitely one of the more creative areas in the game, I feel.
What do you like about it?
Well, one, visually looking different than kind of everything else. Two, making good use out of actually having a firepower like this. You traverse differently. Compared to, we have a tank which shoots, which we've seen before. We've never really gotten to do anything with the Potabu in really any Mario game.
That's true, and it also makes the areas not as annoying to traverse again, kind of like the Cheep Cheeps with the water, where, you can swim through the water if you want. Cheep Cheep just makes it more convenient. With lava, the idea is, you can't go there at all, so instead of needing to platform around crap, if you want to go wherever you want, you can just swim the long way around, which is just nice for an option,
Mm-hmm. It's also a little bit more segmented, which makes it easier to figure out challenges for it, rather than, okay, we have this big open space, how do we fit stuff in here?
You see, here's the thing, a lot of people don't like Luncheon Kingdom very much. It's like a
weird
love it or hate it kind of world in that sort of way.
It's basically putting a colorful spin on, the prehistoric volcano stage. Even listen to the music.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's trying to go for maybe like a... Well, I don't want to say Melty Molten, because Melty Molten was going for a little more of a grandiose feel, but this feels like it was originally a volcano level, and they decided, let's put corn in a cob here instead.
Well, I mean, it still is a volcano level, to be fair.
That looks disgusting, by the way. Corn in the cob rolling around in strawberry syrup.
No, you see, that's just least credence to the... See, I like to think that we're traveling inside someone's upset stomach. That's why all the Pepto-Bismol's on the damn place.
Well, it wouldn't be that upset if it was that much Pepto-Bismol, though, is the thing. Are you chugging entire bottles of it? How upset is your stomach?
Really, that's how upset it is.
Oh, God. Chemically, that shouldn't be possible, because... never mind.
What you're saying is this is the long-awaited sequel to Bowser's Inside Story.
No, Bowser's Inside Story DX on the 3DS in 2019 is the long-awaited sequel to Bowser's Inside... Well, that's a remake, more accurately. But there's a side story, which counts, I guess. Maybe.
Ooh, Bowser's Inside Story, the after years.
That still was the weirdest decision, I think, to make, was okay, we're gonna make a sequel to Final Fantasy IV on mobile devices 20 years later. That makes sense.
Yeah, no, I'll tell you what it is. We got all these assets of Final Fantasy 1 and 2 on the PSP. Fuck it, let's use them again.
Probably, yeah.
Gotta use them for something.
That game gets shameless with the reused assets by the second half.
Well, I mean, it's half the game is just Final Fantasy IV dungeons used all over again, isn't it?
Yes. That's one part shameless. The other part is no, okay, let's do every other Final Fantasy.
Yeah, but John, you say that Black and White 2 is your favorite Gen 5 game. And that's just shamelessly reuses a lot of Black and White 1 crap.
Ah, you see. But I don't recognize it as much because I never finished Black and White 1.
Oh, okay. So you're a scrub. That's what I'm hearing. Okay.
I'm out of taste.
So, piles of salt or sugar. What are these?
Oh,
It's salt.
it's salt. Yeah, because one of the
Piled on the salt.
piled
Yeah.
on the salt
Okay,
is
there you
one
go.
of the
Ah.
missions, which is also. You see, there's so many good salt-related memes coming from Mario games. You know, there's the
So
salt
we
from
have-
Paper Mario. There's this salt.
So basically,
Mario salt.
basically what
Hey.
you're saying is we have like buildings made of wafer cookie materials covered in salt, swimming in strawberry syrup with corn on the cob rolling around in it. I'm
These
like,
people are
okay.
terrible cooks.
I shall call it a disaster.
Is it now?
And welcome to this episode of Worst Cooks in America.
Yeah, seriously, it's fucking disgusting.
Well, we're not in America, so
Worst cooks in the Mushroom Kingdom, then, whatever.
this isn't the Mushroom Kingdom either.
If
Well,
Gordon
whatever.
Ramsay ever decides, to experiment with Let's Plays, this had better damn well be his
All
first
right.
fucking level.
All right, chopped contestants, for this basket you have salt, wafer cookies, Pepto-Bismol, and Italian plumber.
Don't forget the plastic blocks, okay?
You've got 20 minutes. Your clock starts now. So I decided to go to the ice cream machine.
What?
What?
Okay, so
What?
if you don't watch Chopped, you're not gonna get my reference about how everybody always goes to the ice cream machine whenever they
Oh.
make
Watch
a
some TV,
dessert.
you uncultured swine.
Man, how dare you not do what I do and watch? How dare you watch real TV instead of watching the Food Network 24/7 like I do?
You probably cook a better meal than I can.
No, I can't.
No. Most of the people who watch cooking shows are people who can't cook themselves.
Okay, so this doesn't make sense to me. Once you get to the later half of the game, the bunnies start
Appearing.
stop appearing, but they're not dead. So at first I thought like, did we kill them? But no, they're fine. It's just like they just, I don't know, they're tired and are taking a nap someplace. I got nothing.
Ooh, someone needs Pepto-Bismol.
I don't think Pepto-Bismol helps with nausea.
Yeah, it does. It's part of the jingle.
Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Huh.
Hey, Pepto-Bismol.
Pepto-Bismol.
We'll take our check, please.
Hashtag not an ad.
Hi, Derek. You're playing Mario Odyssey 2, I see.
It is semi-necessary.
Man, he's stuck in the airport for so long. He's playing the Switch in the past.
It is semi-necessary to clarify that now that you know we can't have nice things because someone decided to not mention that they were sponsored to do something.
Oh, are you talking about that?
I think it was the Shadow of Mordor scandal.
Oh,
that sparked
yeah.
it.
There were
Yeah.
also, I think, it wasn't it wasn't Counter-Strike, but it was some game. No, it was related to Counter-Strike. Okay, so there was some guy who set up like a Counter-Strike bidding website or whatever, and then made videos saying like, "Oh wow, you can make so much money doing Counter-Strike bidding." And then they didn't mention in the videos that he was the guy who made that website. So that also was a thing that happened.
Ooh.
So, which also should probably be illegal now that I'm thinking about it. So, yeah.
Yeah. Ugh.
I love video games.
What? Just like, why do you think people wouldn't find out?
People are
Because
dumb.
he's not very bright.
Well, you'll get a lot of people who are idiots who fall for it, but you're also going to get a lot of people who are not idiots and they don't fall for it.
Yeah,
Or
I know, but
some
it's like,
people-
if you're promoting yourself on the internet, why take that risk?
It's not even a risk. You're going to get people who are too smart to fall for it. That is a certainty. You are going to get caught. It's just a matter of how many days it takes.
Some people might think that they can get away with it too. You know, people can be surprisingly arrogant. Actually, not really that surprising.
Oh,
now that
come
I
on.
think about
Like,
it. People
there's
can be
so
arrogant.
many people who've tried exactly the same thing you're trying. What makes you special? Nothing. Fuck
I'm
you.
smarter than them. I'll
Not
get away
you.
with it.
Not you, the people you're talking about.
Oh no, it's definitely me. I have like 15 scams going on right now, guys. All right, you don't even know. But yeah, I'm smarter than all those other people. I won't make their mistakes.
Well, your first mistake was naming it the BrainScratch Pyramid Scheme.
Oh, you don't understand.
Gave it
It's
away.
because it's based off of Egypt, I think. It's not an actual pyramid scheme.
This is not a pyramid scheme.
Okay, you see, that's actually one of my favorite John Oliver jokes. Is they're talking about these sorts of things, and he's talking about how to get people from falling for those sorts of things. And it's like then you tell your friends this is a pyramid scheme.
I do like that platforming challenge, but it is a bit stop and go.
Well, Mario can kind of get away with stop and go.
Well, yeah, it's not
platforming a
Sonic
little
the
bit
Hedgehog,
more.
but it does have a certain flow to it that I enjoy.
Yeah.
Man, Mario can get away with so much by just being normal.
I mean, kind of, yeah.
Well, when you're the vanilla, like when you're the prescribed vanilla version of the franchise, people don't expect you to need to do anything special. Like, which I know is a cynical way to look at it, but like.
Nope.
What is Chocolate Mario?
Sonic.
Dr. Mario. I don't know.
Maybe.
I mean, Sonic's my best guess because sometimes it's really good, but if you get it wrong, it's really bad and gross.
Leaves a bitter taste in your mouth.
Yeah.
That's Shadow the Hedgehog, I guess.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have in a controversial opinion here. Dark chocolate's gross and disgusting. There's no good version of dark chocolate.
Dark
like
chocolate
dark-
isn't
I don't like dark
necessarily.
chocolate.
Dark chocolate is supposed to be
I like-
the healthier version of chocolate. So
I like dark chocolate ice cream, where it's not
Nah.
quite as like chunky.
The only dark chocolate I can tolerate in quotes is, you guys ever had, like, I think it's Reese's? Or
No.
I think what was it? It's like, it's really fucking chewy dark chocolate. It's fine. I don't know why it doesn't gross me out as much as like a regular Hershey's dark chocolate.
I like dark
It's
chocolate
too
well
bitter.
enough. I just like milk chocolate better.
Yeah, no, it's just too bitter for me.
No,
Makes
it's
me
yeah.
gag.
Ugh. Apparently, you see, here's the thing I don't get about people where it's just like, oh, it's an acquired taste. I'm more sophisticated. No, what it seems to me is you're dumb enough to eat something gross for a long
What it
enough
says
amount
to me
of
is that your
time.
what it says to me is that your tastes
that
suck.
you tricked yourself into liking it. That's what it sounds like to me. All right, you people, and you just don't have the gourmet sensibilities that I do.
I've never
You-
outright
I-
disliked
you
dark
just-
chocolate myself. I just I just like milk chocolate better. So, you know.
I mean, granted, I also eat nothing but garbage exclusively.
Of course,
so.
you know, according to people who live in the UK, all of us in America have a taste for garbage chocolate. So,
You see, the UK doesn't get to say that they. If this were like Switzerland or whatever, then sure they could say that we're bad. We don't have taste for chocolate. Just like, okay, the French can say that we don't have a taste for, I guess, food in general or whatever. And the British can even say, oh, you don't have a taste for like literature or whatever, but not for chocolate. England is not known for chocolate. All right.
England is not known for chocolate, but they are geographically closer to the people who make good chocolate.
Yeah, which is why they
have good chocolate.
They have good chocolate because they colonized all the places that make it.
Yeah. I was going to say, it's just like England to try and take credit for everywhere else.
You took over Chocolate Land. You took over chocolate.
The
Well,
land
you know,
of chocolate.
what is honestly better though, making your own bad chocolate or just enjoying someone else's good chocolate?
Well, when you subjugate their people to lesser existence, then that second one is worse. Yeah.
I appreciate the attempt.
The attempt to make never mind.
Chocolate.
I mean, granted, America has no place to shit on Britain's political ambitions, so you know. I mean,
At this
except for
point
that
in
time they
history,
made
no.
us pay for our tea, those bastards. No, we want cheap tea. All right, you dicks.
I believe the tagline was "No taxation without representation."
No, the tagline was "Your tea's crap, and I don't want to have to pay for it." Which is why, after the American Revolutionary War, they just stopped drinking tea, and it became an exclusively British thing. Because Americans realized that shit's nasty.
We're trying to
don't think
alienate
I've-
all of our audience that lives on the wrong side of the ocean today.
Yeah. Well, no, I am.
The
You guys are
wrong
fine.
I like the wrong side of the ocean.
Every
We're just
other
joking,
side of the
everybody.
ocean is the wrong side of the ocean, didn't you know?
Somehow.
But
Here's Ryan again being a beta tester.
You can't make it up there though.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
I almost
you
made
can.
it. So.
The
I mean, there's a moon up there, so.
The geography on the crystallized mountainsides is cool. By the way, what are these? Are these like rock candies shaped like fruits or what?
Probably.
Found it.
Did you know that was there?
Well, I found it.
Well, I mean, did you know it was there before you found it?
Well, I figured something was up here.
Huh. Okay.
I mean, why would they let you get up here if they weren't going to put anything there?
Who says you're meant to be up there?
I've played too much Skyrim to make that assumption. Too much Oblivion. Oh God, mountain climbing in Oblivion. There is no climbing
You know what
mechanic.
this soup needs? Todd Howard.
I can't
He
wait
just
for the
pops out.
Super Mario open world RPG. Man, that's gonna be great.
No, like nowadays, like climbing and stuff in open world RPGs is a feature. In Oblivion, it was more like something that you pulled off because the level geometry didn't stop you. So you would sort of just jump up mountains, you know? And if you managed it, great. If you didn't, you tried again. Eventually, you would manage it. Like, bullshitting my way through the environments in the Oblivion sections was so much fun. It was basically the only fun I could have in those areas after a while, because eventually they just started to repeat the same
Don't you put
5
metal
ones.
in my soup?
A gold turnip.
Mario crosses over with Harvest Moon.
No, he's had turnips before, Mario 2.
Yeah, but no, you didn't cook them in Mario 2.
No, I mean like pulling them out of the ground and throwing them into a container is textbook Harvest Moon. Because that's how you sell all your produce in Harvest Moon. You have a box in the corner of your farm, and you just dump everything in there after you pull it out of the ground.
Yeah, nobody ever goes like and picks the stuff out of it. It just goes into the wormhole dimension.
Then
Oh,
it
there's-
gets
there's
transferred
a-
to the grocery
There,
kingdom.
there's a throwaway explanation that the mayor sends someone to collect all the stuff at the end of every day. But
Wow,
you
that
the
seems
clown
like
outfit
an
has my
inefficient
favorite
use of city funds, but hey,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't pay taxes in Harvest Moon either, so you're good.
I mean, Stardew Valley has the same mechanic, but you can also just go to the general store and sell your produce.
well,
So
Stardew
if-
Valley is also trying to be the Bloodstained of. Well, this was before Bloodstained came out, but you know what I mean.
It's the spiritual successor to Harvest Moon, yeah.
Yeah, because nobody was making Harvest Moon, so screw it, we'll make our Schmarvest Sun.
Well, Harvest Moon is still being made as Story of Seasons, but the actual Harvest Moon branding is Natsume's thing, and they're making pale imitations.
They're making their own Harvest Moons, which are not technically Harvest Moon. It's so confusing and dumb.
Yeah, it is.
Do you put on the clown outfit at all?
I have to later.
Okay, good. It was my favorite description of the suit in the entire game. Roomy enough for all your tumbling needs, colorful enough to be seen from space.